Can somebody tell me the difference between this and this? Yo, let's talk about this little Ciara dress thing that's got people chitty chatty online. I'm gonna talk about it from two different perspectives, though. I'm gonna talk about it from a relationship husband perspective, and I'm gonna talk about it from a parent perspective. All right, first of all, she's a grown woman. She can do what she wants. Their relationship, they can do what they want. Doesn't affect me. Put money in my bank account, take care of my family, none of that stuff. So I'm just really addressing it because, well, that's what people do. They have opinions about stuff and they talk about it. So as a parent, I don't get it. I get that the kids are young right now. But if we've learned anything from people like Kim Kardashian, I remember I saw a clip where she was freaking out because she was afraid her kids were going to see her tape that she made with Ray J. She was concerned. I think something popped up on her kids' Roblox about another tape or something like that. And it just goes to show that when you put stuff out there, it doesn't go away. When you take certain photos, when you do certain videos, when you do certain scenes in movies or whatever the heck, it doesn't go away. It's there and it's going to be there for good. That means all your kids' friends are going to see it. You know, the kids who aren't friends with your kids are going to see it. The kids who can look at you and tell you that your mama's a thought and I saw your mama naked and your mama was doing this and that and blah, 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 blah. They're all going to see it. They could tease your kid about it on a regular basis, and just telling your kid that I'm an entertainer doesn't cut it. No matter how much you think that just saying this is my job, it doesn't cut it. Raise your hand if you want to see your parents have sex. Exactly. I'm putting my hand down. Who wants to see that? What kid wants to see that? What kid wants to see their parents naked? Raise your hand. Anybody? Nobody? Me neither. So when you put that stuff out there, that's literally what you're doing. You're putting it out there to where it's never going to vanish for your kids to see, for your grandkids to see, for your kids' friends to see, for your kids' parents to see. Everything. Everything. Now, how in the world does that come across as a good idea as a parent? Now, to Kim's credit for her situation, she didn't have kids. Maybe she never planned on having kids and just so happened to have kids one day. But she didn't have kids at that moment. Ciara, on the other hand, has kids. Full family. And I don't honestly think, and I could be wrong, I personally don't think she would walk around the house topless in a G-string. But what's the difference? Me and my homie were talking about that. Talking about how there's places and times for everything. I don't get it. If you're going to do that for the world to see, why wouldn't it be something you just do on a regular basis? Like, you know, comfortable. Comfortable. So as a parent, I don't agree with it. I think you really have to be careful what you put out there, especially nowadays, because especially when you are an entertainer, you are famous, everything's easily found. Everything's easily brought to the forefront. Whether, like I said, it's for people who are trying to be cool with you or people who are trying to hurt you. People are mean. People will send stuff like that to your kids just to mess with you, just to mess with them and to get back at you. Like, you got to be careful about stuff like that. So I think it's a terrible decision as a parent. I think it sets a bad example. I think it shows a parent trying to be more of a model than a role model. I know me, I have two daughters. No. My daughters looked at me and was like, Dad, it's prom. I'm going to prom in this. Hell no, you're not. You're not leaving this house on that. Hey, Dad, I'm going out on a date. It's a big whatever show. Yeah, you're not going out on that. 18, grown, do what you want to do. But I think as a parent, you're supposed to set the example and be the example. And something like that is just a bad example for little girls. I don't even know if they have daughters. I'd have to Google it and see. But I think it's a bad example. I really do. I think it's It's displacing the value on yourself. And this is not an attack on females, because we'll get to that in a minute. Now, as a husband, as a boyfriend, I can't say boyfriend, let's just go with a husband. As a husband, not rocking with it. It's not cool. I've seen guys be like, yeah, I like it if my girl dressed like that. I like guys to see what I got and to be like, man, I wish I could have that. What do you think we think when we see that? Like, do you really think dudes are sitting around going, God, man, he's lucky. Look what he gets to go home to. That ain't what crosses my mind. When I see a girl dressed like that, or I see a girl twerking or this or that, to me, she's for the streets. And it's like, all right, the right person come around, they can persuade her to do her thing. Why? Because she's already out there for everybody anyway. It's something for me where I can say not everything is made for everybody to see. And people are like, oh, she looks sexy. Guess what? Being naked and sexy don't go hand in hand. You could be sexy. I've seen all kind of pictures of Angela Bassett, fully clothed, nice dress, beautiful hair, like sexy. Like you don't have to be naked to be sexy. You know what I mean? You don't have to be butt naked showing everything for people to go, wow, that's sexy. Like when you're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful person, and they don't require that. Don't get me wrong. As a guy, heck, what guy don't want to see some pretty women? But as a husband, dude, why would you want your woman to be out there for everybody to see? Nothing's private for you, homie. Like, nothing is private for you. Nothing is yours. It is everybody's. Yeah, you may be the one smashing it, but guess what? She's pretty much giving them all the information and everything that they need to imagine what it would be like. Like, why would you want that? And people like I said, they're like, oh, different situations, different scenarios, different places, depending on whether or not, she wears stuff like that. And I don't get it. Like I said, if we went to a beach and my wife was like, I want to wear a G-string and be topless. And all my friends were there. All my homeboys were there. And they all see my wife at the beach, topless with a G-string, butt out, boobs out, everything. But then, say she's at home walking around, topless with a G-string on, and my boys were coming over, and I say, oh, wait, no, you got to put something on. Where does that make sense? Because we're at the beach and other people, it's okay. But when you're at home, it's not. It's okay for your friends to see your girl naked here, but it's not okay for your friends to see your girl naked there. My whole thing is, why is it okay for your friends to see your girl naked in the first place? No matter where you are, why is that okay? It doesn't register to me as something that's okay, because if it was, then you wouldn't trip if they were doing it at your house. If you were having a pool party at your house and your wife walked outside topless with a G-string on, you wouldn't look at her like, hey, man, what are you doing, man? We got freaking my boys is here. But at the beach, you'd be like, oh, it's okay. You're at the beach, topless with your titties out. Like, come on, man. It can't be both. You can't be flip-flopping. It's got to be one or the other, man. It's got to be one or the other. So, like I said, as a husband, for me, that wouldn't fly either. That wouldn't fly either. And it ain't about telling your woman what she does and doesn't have to do. It's just the fact, like I said, not everything is made for everybody else. You're not special. You're not special no more. Like, at that point, you're just another guy that gets to hit it for a while. But at the end of the day, everything she has, everybody can see. She's shown it to everybody. Why would you want that? Oh, you're insecure. You're just an insecure guy, and that's why. Yeah, sure, that's what it is. Like I said, we don't look at your woman when she's at dress and think, wow, whoever's getting that is lucky. No, the dudes who are real confident alpha males, they're looking at that going, I could get her. She already out there for the world. I could pull her. I could get that. I got it. You work hard for your body. You want to show it off. Guess what? There's plenty of dresses to show off all the curves you have. You don't have to be butt naked to do it. And to one more point I was going to make. What's the difference? Like I said, old man Denzel Washington walk around with his pants sagging to the ground, with his butt all out. I be hearing about how he needs to grow up. I'm so disappointed in Denzel. Why would he wear something like that? Why would he dress like that? oh my God, does he know how stupid he looks and how ghetto and how hood and all this other stuff? If somebody like a Denzel Washington, or, you know, Morris Chestnut or whoever the heck, man, take your pick of any black actor out there who's actually successful, was to dress like that, they would be getting bashed and torn apart and being called ghetto, hood, and everything else. And they're not even showing skin, they just have their pants sagging. But she does that, and it's, oh my God, it's so empowering, and oh, the power of women, and you can tell she's confident, and if you got it, flaunt it, and all this other amazing stuff for basically just wearing nothing. Like, think about that. Let that register in your mind for a moment. We're praising her for basically wearing nothing. That's like the easiest outfit to ever pick out. Nothing. And it ain't just about Ciara. Anybody who wore something like that. Everything I said goes for them too. But definitely a double standard there. Because like I said, had a man showed up like that with his butt out and everything like that, he would be getting bashed and destroyed. But you know how women like to do, man. They like to pick a time to care about like empowerment. Being naked is empowering, and having your pants sag is just ghetto. That's not art. That's not style. I had to throw that in there. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Spend how you want to. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment how you feel, what you think. Am I lying? Am I going too far? Am I just being insecure or whatever? Or would you let your woman wear something like that? Would you be okay with that? Let me know in the comments. Peace.